Would you say that again, Mike? I wasn't
Yeah,
on.
the one of the most critical things is the sit-lie law. That is, they use it to target the homeless specifically throughout the city, and they can deny it all they want, but they do, and they use it on the protesters as well at the 101, and they used it on us over at City Hall about 10 days ago when we were protesting. The thing about the sit-lie law is if you protest, you're exempt from the law. The wording, it's I got the top. I'm going to give you this. It's participating in or attending a parade, festival, performance, rally, demonstration, meeting, or similar event conducted on the public sidewalk pursuant to and in compliance with the street use or other applicable permit. Now, the Constitution's your permit on the protest, so we don't need to do that. But the thing is, the police department will not honor that exception. It's exception number 4 on the back of it. It's definitely there. You can Google it online. And they were issuing the sit-lie throughout the protest. Now, we figured out that if you protest, then you're exempt from it. And we have to really push that to the city, because then all we need is a little button that says, I protest, sit-lie. Distribute the buttons to the homeless. Suddenly they're protesters of the law. They're exempt from the law. That's it for the law. The law is done. All we have to do is spread the word on this instead of allowing the city to continue. But then we're probably going to need to have a legal team set up, because
That's
the
what I
city
was
is
thinking.
not.
It's an interesting loophole, but I don't think that they're going to play the semantics game
No,
with that.
no.
That's,
So what we would need is to have a
Yeah.
legal team set up. And Mona Lisa was supposed to be here. She hasn't shown up.
Okay.
She is interested, but she hasn't committed to actually handling the situation yet. I'm betting within the first week or so, the city's going to say, no, that's not the law. They're going to issue a bunch of citations. We just need to put a number and a way for the homeless to reach somebody with the ticket. And at this point, it could become class action. And also the 647E law is the other one, the illegal lodging law. They can't use that on us either. In the law, I'll read the law here. 647E, who lodges in any building, structure, vehicle, or place, whether public or private, without the permission of the owner or person entitled to the possession or in control of it. It says right there, permission of the owner. On a public sidewalk, being a public sidewalk, a member of the public, I own that sidewalk. I can put my tent up on the public sidewalk. I can lay down on the public sidewalk. They were issuing 647E tickets for people sitting on cardboard at the protest. What they do with that ticket is they use that as an excuse to confiscate your possessions as evidence of lodging. They dismiss the ticket because they can't enforce it, and they know they can't enforce it. And then they keep your possessions for a year, which basically they throw them away. So now the homeless have to go without their blankets and everything else they have. And then you got Lavin versus Los Angeles, which is a Ninth Circuit appeals court, says homeless have the right to their possessions on public sidewalk. And this
About a
just
year
came down
ago, I
last
think,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, there were 3 Supreme Court or Ninth Circuit court cases that were pertinent. I've only got this one written down.
Our
I can't find
counterpart
it.
in LA Can was involved in that case pretty heavily.
So those are the big things. I think we can damage the law. I think we can make it so that the law is ineffective. That's a big thing.
How?
Yeah.
Just by spreading the word and getting the mayor to know that. The mayor knows, because I told him over the megaphone when we were out there protesting that we are now going to, dust this one off. It's been through legal. Legal says it will work. We just need to organize around it and take this law apart. Get rid of the law, make it so it's just ineffective against the homeless. And the 647 is going to be more difficult. That one is definitely class action. It's been used against the homeless class of people for 120 years or so. It's ridiculous. And The last ticket, I got 3 tickets over here protesting, all illegally issued by the city.
What are the chances right now of getting homeless people qualified as a class? Being
Well,
that
I
it's
was-
not
I was-
yet a protected class?
Well, I was told that all you need is a large group of people at a certain level economically for it to become a class, for a class action lawsuit. That was what one of the lawyers told me.
What economic level?
Well, this would be poverty or I can't remember the term for worse than poverty, but like at half the poverty level. So that would be a class of people.
Can you go as low as possible with that?
Anybody under a certain level is considered
Under a
a class.
certain level?
Yeah,
Okay.
and you'd have to talk to a lawyer. I mean, I wish that the Mona Lisa was here to actually clarify all that.
And who is that, Mona?
Mona Lisa is a lawyer I met about a month ago. She's active in organizing some of the things, like she helped organize the Peace Day action
Okay.
at UN Plaza over the weekend.
A local San Francisco lawyer?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Is-
I
Does she
haven't really
work
had a
for
chance.
a law
I don't
firm
know.
or?
I haven't had a chance to sit down and talk to her yet.
Who
She knows
was
what's
the
up.
other lawyer that was working?
Bellstar.
Bellstar.
Yeah, and Belle has retired. She helped a lot on telling us what's up, and she just she got a ticket with me over here. She was my cop watch person. They gave her a blocking the sidewalk. I got it on tape. It's great. The cops even assaulted me for my camera. They didn't want to be on camera, but I got the whole thing on camera. What they did was they said that we were blocking the sidewalk, the 21-foot sidewalk in front of City Hall by the width of our feet because we were still sitting on that ledge. And I got the whole thing videoed as far as how it wasn't. And I heard in the law it says substantially obstructing, this is what she sent me, and that 22C is another exception for protests. Protests are allowed to block the sidewalk. They wouldn't let us have 3 feet. That's what
Out of 21.
Out of 21, we were trying to bargain them for 3 feet, but
And 7 inches or so is substantially blocking 21 feet.
yeah, that's what it was. It was 8:30 at night. There was no traffic on the
Only in San
sidewalk.
Francisco.